Thus began the champion's first year in Kirkwall. Word arrived from across the sea that the hero of Ferelden had defeated the Blight. But Lothering was destroyed. Kirkwall was the champion's home now. So she remained, paying off her debt. Made a name for herself in the underworld. It was a busy year in the city. That's when the Qunari landed. A great storm had caught their ship and left hundreds of warriors stranded in the city, waiting to return home. That's also when the trouble began with the mages. The Templars had become very powerful under Knight Commander Meredith. But, most importantly, that's when I first met the champion.
No! Andraste's tits, human. You know how many people want to hire onto this expedition?
Look, we know you're going into the deep roads. You'll need to hire the best, and we're...
No! You're too late. Already done.
The money from this trip could fix everything. You need us. We've fought Darkspawn.
Look, Precious. I don't care if you tore the horns off an ogre with your bare hands.
You make him understand. We're running from your bloody Templars.
Damn, don't say that so loud.
My brother has a point. It's on his head, but it's still
Look at that
valid.
guy in the background just standing there.
Thanks for that.
So what about it, Bertrand? We're just what you need.
You're looking for a quick way out of the slums, right? You and every other Ferelden in this dump. Find another meal ticket.
Well, back to waiting for someone to turn us in.
You can relax. After all, the Templars dogging us are mine.
Did I sound that bad? Maker, I'm turning into Gamlen. Gamlen? He's got a head for this garbage. Maybe he can talk to Bertrand. He knows some people. After last week, we need all the coin and influence we can get.
He got us into the city, more or less. If there's a chance, he can push Bertrand.
Worth checking, I guess. What else can we do? We're losing ground, and I don't fancy waking up in the gallows.
Hey!
Very obvious pickpocket.
I knew a guy once who could take every coin out of your pockets just by smiling at you. But you don't have the style to work Hightown, let alone the Merchants Guild. You might want to find yourself a new line of work. Off you go. How do you do?
I love his little
Douglas,
twirling.
At your service. I apologize for Bertrand. He wouldn't know an opportunity if it hit him square in the jaw.
And he's got
But
quite the
you
jaw.
I would. What my brother doesn't realize is that we need someone like you. He would never admit it either. He's too proud. I, however, am quite practical.
You're part of Bertrand's venture.
That's right. The deep roads wouldn't normally be my thing, but I can't allow the head of our family to go down there alone. So as you might imagine, I have more than a passing interest in this expedition's success.
What makes you so certain we can help? You know nothing about us.
Oh, on the contrary, you've made quite the name for yourself over the last year. The Coterie has been squeezing smugglers out left and right, and the only group to survive owes it all to you two. The name Hawk is on many lips these days. Not bad for a Ferelden fresh off the boat.
You must have heard of my brother as well, then.
A little, yes, but it is you they speak most of, Nasser.
That figures.
Your brother is certainly welcome to join us by all means, but I'll leave that in your hands.
Oh, I'm going. Without this expedition, we won't last out the year.
He said he didn't need another guard.
We don't need another hireling. We need a partner. The truth is, Bartrand's been tearing his beard out trying to fund this on his own, but he can't do it. Invest in the expedition. 50 sovereigns and he can't refuse. Not with me there to vouch for you.
50 sovereigns is quite a lot.
Why would you stick your neck out for a complete stranger?
I'd rather take a chance on someone with your reputation than head into the deep roads unprepared. And besides, we'd be your partners. I'm willing to give a little trust if you are.
It sounds interesting. But if I had any gold, I wouldn't need this job.
You need to think big. There's only a brief window after a blight when the deep roads won't be crawling with darkspawn. The treasure you find down there could set you and your family up for life.
Come on. The dwarf makes some sense. No offense. Look, you started this, and it's a good idea. Certainly better than ending up in the gallows.
We work together, you and I, and before you know it, you'll have all the capital you need. What do you say?
Well, not like we got some better options.
What makes you so certain you'll be useful to me?
I know everyone in this city worth knowing. I can help you find the jobs you need, and if you don't need me for that, there's always Bianca.
You named your crossbow.
And why not? She's a beauty. Isn't that right, sweetheart?
It's not like I had anything better planned.
Perfect. Kirkwall's crawling with work. You set aside some coin from every job and you'll have the money in no time.
Sure, easy. But maybe Aveline's got some bounties out. She joined the city guard, right?
We should talk privately when you get the chance. In the Hanged Man, maybe. I'll be there when I'm not with you. Now, let's go see what trouble we can stir up.
I think the most fictional thing about this game is the idea that all it takes to fix poverty is just save your money, as if saving is even an option for people. It's just so obviously written by middle and upper class folks.
Quality armor. The best outside of Orzammar.
Another Ferelden street rat? Are you here to waste my time, or do you actually have coin to spend?
Wow, fuck off.
Greet customers that way, and you'll earn more beatings than coins.
Hey, I'm having a bad week. There are few Fereldens of means in Kirkwall. Forgive me.
Perhaps another time.
You know, Junior.
Hawk, long time no see, my friend.
Well, if it isn't Worthy, the dwarf with the incredibly ironic name.
I only advertise the truth. You aren't still working for Athenril, are you? Your year must be up by now.
Yes, I'm done with that.
Good for you. Always nice to see someone striking out on their own. I'll tell you what. I still have my old contacts. You need some rune crafting done, I can arrange it for you. Take care, Hawk. Don't get dead.
Don't get dead. That's the plan. Avoid getting dead. Or in the gallows. Hard to decide which is worse.
Move along. It's a perfect time.
You can't miss the keep. It practically screams nothing fun ever happens here.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more, Varric, but I suppose we should go get Aveline.
Good luck getting in. I've been waiting all day. Good luck getting in.
Whoa, why is
I've
that
been
guy
waiting
walking
all
so
day.
fast?
Good luck getting in. I've been
Yes, I
waiting all
heard
day.
you the first fucking time.
Find E002.
else in the city for working shell games and changing forged coins.
No, I'm not surprised by that at all, Varric. Fuck the Kirkwall guard.
Want me to take a look at that?
We're good. Go.
Aveline!
Hello, Hawk.
That's it.
What? Oh, right. Sorry. It feels like we just talked. I've been keeping an eye on you.
You mean
Information
spying?
is one of the few perks of this job. Watch out
You mean
for Barton.
abusing
He's a
your
son of a bitch.
perks, quote unquote?
You know I don't like it when you have people watch me.
Saved me camping on your doorstep. After what we went through to get here, let's just say I don't want to lose track of you. The places they have me patrolling, I've got time.
I'm a Ferelden in Kirkwall. I don't have much say in who I deal with.
Bust some teeth, then buy the drinks. It worked here, but guards can be strange like that.
Hey, let me try that on the dwarf, just to see his face.
If you're stuck, at least bring me along. I could sleep through the jobs I'm given here.
Oh,
In
so
fact,
sorry
I
you're
might have a job for you.
unsatisfied
Let
with
me know
your
if you want to do a
Kirkwall
favor
police
for
job.
Kirkwall. Otherwise, I'm here if you need me. Maker knows I could use more satisfying work.
Seems like Kirkwall suits you.
It has been a challenge. Lots of opportunity, if you're the type the locals want.
Are you?
If you argue enough, you kind of convince yourself.
This must be a very different pace from serving King Kalen.
It's just one more change, though. The real end for me was Ostagar. What about you, Carver? You were there. Do you feel something similar?
No.
All right, then. Bit of a tit, your brother.
Hey, nobody calls Carver a tit but me.
The Blight is over. You could go back to Lothering.
That wasn't home for me. It was just where the Horde pressed us. It wasn't the first village I saw fall. But you don't get used to people losing everything.
It's not how I wanted to say goodbye. I'll say that.
You can't go home again. That's supposed to be about maturity. It's not the same if you don't have the option.
That's also a very Western way of viewing home, but whatever. Tell me about the job.
All right, Aveline. You have something worth doing?
My patrols may be empty walks in the dark, but there's something big coming up, and I could use you. An ambush, probably for a caravan, although I can't find any shipments that match up. Doesn't matter though. Highwaymen waiting for someone to rob. I'm putting a stop to it, my district or not.
Do you have a name or anything else to go on?
Not important. If we show up and they attack, they're bad. Simple as that.
What
I'll
the
wager
fuck?
it's
No,
smugglers,
it's
though.
not that
Like
simple.
I said, seems like an obvious trap for a caravan.
You've been nosing around outside your commission.
I have contacts, and they're complaining about a lack of meat. Thugs and such. Someone is hiring. And one or two were told to prepare for travelers. You want to be good at this job? You pay attention to what's missing, and when people arrange escape routes.
Seems like you'd want to share this with your fellow guards.
I will, if you sit on your hands. I'll send my alerts, and someone else will lead a patrol. I just thought you'd like official sanction to cause trouble for once.
Fuck you.
I'm no guard, Aveline.
There's only so many of us. Temporary recruits are expected time to time, as long as they're competent. You still claim to be competent, right?
Fuck you.
All right, Aveline. I'll play guard for you.
I knew I could count on you. They're hidden up Sundermount, remote and rough, but we can make good time with a shortcut this side. And no, you can't run off and do it without me. I trust you, but I have to be there.
Do
You're
you trust
acting
me?
on behalf of
Why
the
are you
guard.
spying on me then?
Good luck getting in. I've been waiting all day.
Let's go to Lowtown.
Did you approve my application?
I can't make you a guard, Carver.
We were both soldiers. Why won't they take me?
I was an officer, and I follow orders.
No, you don't.
I also think of others before myself. You seem tired of that, and that's dangerous.
Just when it's not my choice. You told them not to take me, didn't you?
Yes.
Such fucking bullshit. If it wasn't for Aveline, Carver would have, you know, I mean, it's a guard position, so that sucks, but it's a good paying job that would make a real difference for the Ock family. Like, who the fuck does Aveline think she is to deny him that? Because what? Because he quote-unquote doesn't care about others? She doesn't care about anybody but herself either. At least herself and people she judges as worthy, and who the fuck knows how you can meet those moral standards. We know for a fact she doesn't protect people from, like, rape and shit. That's part of the, Act 2 ending quest. Oh, Aveline.
My. If it isn't Hawk.
Still up to old tricks, Elegant?
Lady Elegant, if you don't mind. I'm a married woman now. Last time we met, you were still in Athenral's employ. Things have been going well since then?
It isn't always easy, but things are going well enough.
That's wonderful to hear. You may recall I sometimes provided potions for Athenral. I'd be willing to extend you the same courtesy if you like. All I ask is you inform me of any interesting reagents you find. In exchange, I'll approach my contacts on your behalf. And of course you'll need the appropriate recipes, such as this one. Free, for old time's sake.
That's sweet of ya. Oh shit, I should have bought the backpack. Get that later.
Gather round all, I bring you a priceless treasure. From the highest heights of Mount Davos it's travelled. A pouch of Andraste's ashes. Verified by the scholar Genitivi, these ashes cure any ailment and provides virility in more intimate matters. Do I have a volunteer?
I'll try.
Just a small pinch, Sarah. There you go.
My cough. It's gone.
Cured by the Maker himself.
That's enough. Clear out, you charlatans.
People selling fake copies of Andraste's ashes.
Every coin those swindlers nab goes straight to the Carter's coffers. They must be stopped.
My favorite spot in the whole city. The taverns in Hightown are all owned by the Merchants Guild.
Not a step closer. No refunds on the ashes, friend. If the Maker doesn't favor you, that's between you and him, isn't it? Don't say I didn't warn you.
You go through me before anyone else. Now!
Take this!
I suffer this. Ha!
Maker's breath, Hawk. You do get results, don't you?
The thieves are gone, guardsman.
Did you say something?
Thieves?
I
What?
didn't hear you. And clumsy me. I seem to have dropped a coin purse in your hand.
What the fuck? Is she a real guard? What just happened? Whatever.
You could do worse, Hawk. It's a roof. Hard to believe they left me nothing.
Well, Mother was pretty steamed when you ran off with your Ferelden apostate.
I'm still their daughter, their eldest. My children have been in servitude for a year. They should be nobility.
If wishes were poppy, we'd all be dreaming.
You mean this is real? No wonder I can't wake up.
And here I thought that Ferelden you ran off with was a mage, not a jester. Your mother was supposed to marry the Comte de Lancey, and instead she ran off with some Ferelden apostate. You don't get to stay the favorite when you do that.
Where is Father's will? If I could just see for myself.
It's not here, all right? It was read, it went in the vault. No one needed to look at it again.
I know the Amels were nobility, Mother, but not much else. Why don't you ever talk about them?
The Amels have been a noble family in Kirkwall since Garahel drove out the Fourth Blight. But we've always carried magic in our blood. It's been a stain on our lineage. No family of good standing would ever marry into a line with magic. When I chose your father, I was bringing more magic into our line, not less. I think that's what hurt my parents the most.
Damn, maybe your parents should care less about genetics.
Did Grandfather mention Mother in his will at all?
Our father died when you were still in Pinafores, girl. You can hardly expect me to remember.
Oh, of course not. Why should you do something reasonable?
Take me to the vault.
Can't. It's in the cellar of the estate. Someone else lives there now.
What daft bastard leaves that behind?
It was old news. You think I've been sitting here for 25 years waiting for Leandra to slink back?
Who bought the estate, Gamlen? Perhaps I could speak to them. Was it the Reinhardts?
No one you know. Get used to Lowtown, sister. That's where we're going to stay.
Maker, what a mess. I want to make things better for Mother. But some of what Gamlen says, I'm having a hard time hating him. Playing caretaker for someone else's life. Stuck in their shadow. That's no way to live.
And there it is.
Look, if you want to join the fight over who lost the most, fine. But I never lived here. Mother even gave me her old key to try and stir something. But I didn't know Grandfather. Finding his will doesn't matter to me.
Okay, but it matters to Mother.
She tried her best to give us what we need. I think she's due the same.
Oh, I see her side. Gamlen's definitely an arse. But it's not like we can just ask slavers to give back that life.
What have you heard?
Uncle's a chatty drunk. He was up to his neck and signed everything over. That's who has the estate. Apparently, the most extensive wine cellar in Kirkwall is now a slave highway from the Undercity. That's the family legacy.
I don't know about you, but that makes me a little angry.
We agree at last.
So, forgetting everything else, what would you do with slavers?
Only one thing their kind deserves.
Fuck yeah.
We agree at last.
All right, sister. If the key works, we'll clear the estate from the Undercity up. I don't know if this will help, but I do feel like hitting someone.
I don't care if it helps us. Like, damn. I'm in it to kill the slavers. I like how we take 3 steps in a dark town and are immediately attacked.
Should have stayed in the alienage.
Anders' place. Can't go in there yet.
Well, this looks like the place. If the cellars go this far, maybe we were important.
Up we go. I like how the animation to turn invisible is to do a backflip.
Let's finish this!
It's done.
I'm here, right behind you.
What's with the web?
Did that bastard gal that's just you after this?
What are they trying to do? Ruin my his throat.
Go down!
I'm glad we killed that mage before he put on a force field. I fucking hate that. All it does is prolong the fight.
There's a lesson to be learned here. Messing with us is suicidal. Mind if I try my hand at that?
That has to be
That
the
should
vault.
do it.
If there's anything to learn about the family, that... So this is it? Grandfather's will? Let's just take it back to Mother and be done with it.
Agreed.
I don't think there's any point in delaying the news.
So I'm just saying, blood's blood and all, but you are taking advantage of my hospitality. It's only fair if you make something of a monthly contribution.
You sold my children into servitude. Now you're asking me to pay rent?
He got them into the city.
Maybe just put something towards food.
You should be paying us, Uncle.
Gamlin is being
found
perfectly
the will.
reasonable.
Grandfather left everything to Mother and us. I guess he had some sense after all.
That doesn't change the
yourself.
present circumstances. Right now, there are 4 people living on a single roof.
I should maybe...
They should all be
To
contributing.
my daughter Leandra, and all children born of her, the estate in Hightown and all associated revenues.
We have a home, Mother. A real home.
They forgave me. Mother forgave me. But, Gamlin, how could you?
You're the one who ran away, Leandra. What happened to love is so much more important than money.
It is!
You didn't even come home for the funeral.
The twins were a week old.
We all have our burdens. Mine was looking after a life you abandoned. How long was I supposed to wait?
If it wasn't for the Blight, Would we ever have come back here?
I always thought I would. But I suppose you three are Ferelden to your toes.
3? I guess she meant
I'm
Bethany?
sorry. I shouldn't have done it, but I did. And there's nothing I can do to get it back.
I don't expect that, Gamlen. It's enough to know Mother and Father didn't die angry. I'll petition the Viscount for rights to reclaim the estate. Make her willing, you'll have your house back within weeks.
You don't have the coin or standing to even get an audience with the Viscount. You've got to be someone in this city to live in that house again.
Then I had better get started.
Hello, Lord Carver.
We're still a long way from cowing Templars with our titles, sister.
You could slap on a smile for a few days. For her sake.
She's not interested in what I think. She wants to provide for us, and you're making sure it happens. And when we're done, I don't know, I guess we'll sit around thinking about how great we used to be. Mother didn't even want that life back until we got dumped here. And you only care because we're under Templar scrutiny.
The second child act is getting pretty stale, brother.
Try it from this side. Always running after you, or taking care of Mother while you mark your territory.
Whoa, now.
That's enough, Carver.
Even back home, what could I be? The lone blade in a house of mages. If I excelled, it brought too much attention. That was a waste, eh? Could have found my fortune if Bethany was going to die on your watch anyway.
Ooh. I mean, my god, I see his point. I can't imagine how difficult it must have been for Carver to feel trapped like that. But that's called going for the throat right there. You did not have to go that far, bud.
Feel better getting that off your chest?
I suppose.
Good. Because I keep every death with me. If you want that weight, be sure you're ready to take it. Well, good talk.
Sister. I feel... I don't know. It's like Mother taking everything out on us. She was just scared. I don't have a place in the life she is trying to bring back. I'm here if you need me. But I must find my own way.